Today we're going to be covering why prices in powder coating outfits and powder coating guns can vary a lot, and to help you determine which may be right as a powder coater for your powder coating needs. One of the common reasons a high-end system like a Wagner powder coating Sprint outfit can often be a couple $1,000s compared to a few $100s for a lower end powder coating gun is first the ultimate amount of energy the gun can deliver to the powder. Higher end equipment will deliver higher kilovolts to your powder. Higher kVs or kilovolts allow for better wrap of powder to a surface and allow for you to be able to better overcome issues where you're trying to recoat a product and apply additional powder. A higher kV will allow you to achieve that more effectively than a lower end piece of equipment that may not allow for higher kV settings. In addition to the kilovolt settings, you also will have how the unit adjusts as you move in and out of products or up and close to a product. For example, the Wagner unit automatically adjusts kilovolts and microamps, which are the two settings that determine how much powder wraps to a surface, as well as whether or not you'll potentially ground out while powder coating. This unit will automatically accommodate and adjust your microamps down or up, as well as your kVs up and down to ensure that you don't have issues grounding out while you're powder coating. It also has a setting that allows you to determine how fast that adjustment occurs, so that if you are running into issues where you are grounding out due to being close to a product or moving in and out of corners of a product, the unit will accommodate for that. A lower end piece of equipment sometimes will allow for some adjustments in kVs and microamps, but may only allow you to adjust one or the other, and additionally the unit may not automatically adjust kVs and microamps to accommodate or overcome issues with grounding out. An additional reason that a higher end powder coating outfit will be more expensive than a lower end piece of equipment is the control you have over powder and air volume. We'll show you all the controls on the unit to kind of give you a better idea of what we're talking about, but the unit will allow you to adjust air to powder ratio on a higher end piece of equipment, which ultimately allows you to control the quality of finish you get, and as well as the amount of powder that you apply in a single pass, which is related to the finish quality that you may achieve. Higher end pieces of equipment will also allow you to adjust both microamps and kilovolts, whereas a lower end piece of equipment may only allow you to manipulate one setting or the other. This can provide flexibility with issues related to Faraday cage effect, where you're having issues applying powder in a corner, or on recoats you often will have settings set a little differently for microamps and kVs to better apply powder over the existing surface. Additionally, if you're dealing with specialty powders like chrome flake or similar powders that are often conductive, having ability to control those two settings, microamps and kilovolts, independently will allow you to spray those coatings without issues grounding out or similar issues. And finally, another reason for the unit being a higher price than a lower end or mid-level powder coating gun is rebuildability of the equipment. A unit like this can easily last you 20 years, as the parts are all completely replaceable, from the powder nozzle and air and the atomizer down to the hose and all the various components of the unit. What this means practically is you never get rid of the unit, but only repair it as need be over time. Finally, the unit also comes with settings that allow for pre-programming of a variety of different recipes. In this particular case, this unit offers up to 50 recipes, which allows you to customly set kVs and microamps based on a variety of situations that you may deal with regularly, whether it's chrome coatings and you're trying to overcome resistance issues or conductivity issues, or you're trying to deal with Faraday cage areas. In fact, the unit comes preset to accommodate the majority of powder coating situations, but then you also have the flexibility to make those adjustments manually. So we'll go ahead and show you the controls to show you what we're talking about when it comes to the the ability to change. So as we mentioned, there's a variety of settings that you can manipulate on a higher end powder coating outfit that you don't usually get with a lower end powder system. Additionally, you can even change the type of powder coating gun you're using. This unit will allow for a Corona or Tribo style powder coating gun. Tribo style powder coating guns are specifically designed to help with issues with high Faraday cage products with a lot of corners and nooks and crannies. As you can see, we can independently adjust kVs, which are the setting on the left, or microamps. And manipulating these adjustments allows you to accommodate and overcome issues related to wrap or Faraday cage or recoat. This setting adjusts how fast the unit adjusts kVs and microamps as you approach a grounded surface to reduce issues related to grounding out. And over here you can adjust your powder to air ratio, which allows you to manipulate how thick of a coat you'll apply at a given time. The unit does come with pre-programmed settings from the factory that allow for your standard applications. For example, this is for the majority of your powder applications. The second is a recoat situation. The third setting is for Faraday. And then the fourth is actually a quick setting that you can double trigger on the gun, and it will go here by default. And that lets you set a setting that you may have a frequent case that's unique compared to the first three settings. And from there you can also adjust up to 50 other programs. We'll also show you how the unit works so you can see some of the features we're talking about. Alright, so we're going to show you how the unit works on a demo product. Obviously this product hasn't been prepared properly, but it will show you how the unit functions and what you get with some of the higher kV abilities, as well as how it won't ground out as I approach the product surface. Due to the microamps and kVs automatically adjusting, I can get it as close as I want and I won't ground this system out. And then you can see, because of the high kV setting on the unit, you'll get a decent wrap around the back of the product as well. And so those are some of the features and benefits that you get with a higher end powder system. Depending on your use, if you're starting out as a powder coater or you're a very small shop only doing occasional work, it may not make sense to go with a top of the line system like this, but at least you'll know why there's some benefits and advantages that it offers over some of the mid or lower end equipment options out there.